And then if you look at Whitney Houston,
That's right.
the same thing. See, people who knew Whitney
Yes.
knew that out of all the things you said, how she died,
Right.
we know one way she couldn't have died
Right.
is drowned
Right.
in the hotel bathtub because she never took showers in public bathtub.
That's right.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, you say she fell in the bathroom and hit her head
Mm.
and fell into the tub accident
Right.
of somebody else's bath water.
Mm-hmm.
And they had her insured
Right.
for $100 million.
That's right.
They also finished doing the movie.
Right.
Sparkle?
Sparkles. Finish that. Almost.
I mean, the same pattern.
Yes, sir. Same script.
Same. So what happens is Clyde Davis,
Right.
which was her man. I don't mean her man.
Right.
Because everybody knew Clyde Davis was gay except Clyde Davis.
Yes, sir.
So,
Right.
and so consequently, what happened is that Clyde Davis signed a $100 million record deal with her.
That's right.
And then got $100 million worth of insurance.
Yes.
Well, on the record deal, you do it like this. So now you can't take, if Oprah Winfrey signed a $100 million deal, 40% off the top go to the angels. You ain't even pay taxes.
That's right.
And so, so what happens is the folks probably walked up to her and said, look, if you take all this money at once, you won't get nothing.
Right.
Maybe 40 million.
Right.
I mean, maybe 10 million.
Right.
The rest go to taxes. See, but if we take it over a long period of time, so here's what I'll do. I will give you $20 million now. That means $80 million stays with me in the bank.
That's right.
Now, she's dead with the $80 million.
Still in the bank.
Okay.
That's right.
And now factor in the insurance.
Yes.
$100 million worth of insurance.
That's right.
So when you stop and think about what we're looking at,
Yes.
and why not? We're looking at the glamour. We're looking at not the business part of it.
Right.
And so that's the way it works.
Yes, sir.
And when you see, I've said for years that the entertainment industry, if you can multiply it by a million, billion, trillion, if you can multiply Hitler and the Nazis by a million, billion, trillion, you couldn't get one American entertainment industry.
Yes, sir. That's
Because
right.
most of the entertainers is uneducated, even if you got a degree.
That's right.
You're uneducated. You got football players, basketball players, trying to can't even read or write.
That's right. Yes,
And so consequently, if you have these powerful folks, now the people who manage entertainers
Yes.
in the industry, they've been to the best schools in the world for accounting,
That's right.
for PR,
That's right.
for everything.
Yes.
And then there's something about an entertainer and an athlete that they're so happy to be associated, because where they're coming from, they stopped wouldn't introduce them to nobody.
Right.
I'm talking about their pedigree.
Yes, sir.
And so consequently, it's only an entertainer or athlete you hear say, "Man, if I didn't get paid for this, I'd do it for free." Now, I ain't never heard a garbage collector say that.
Yes, sir. Right.
I worked in the post. I never heard nobody in the post office say, "If I didn't get paid for that, I'd do it for free." Only an entertainer or athlete
That's right. Yes, sir.
would utter those words. And so that's what you're dealing with, and that's what they've been taking advantage of.
That's right.
And if you get anywhere close to a Negro who, that's what happened to, what's his name, sitting at the dock of the bay?
Oh, you're talking about not Sam Cooke, but Otis Redding.
Otis Redding?
Yes.
When Otis Redding held a press conference, said white folks will no longer control our industry.
Right.
In another week, we opening up our own label.
That's right.
And all at once, his plane went down.
Right. Yes, sir.
All at once, his plane. Sam Cooke.
Right.
They claimed, they was fighting over that money because they knew how big his stuff was going to take off.
That's right.
And all at once, he get killed, and then put a rumor out. See, people like gossip.
Yes, sir.
They put a rumor out that it was two lesbians.
Right.
And and one of them killed him.
Right. That's right.
And so when you stop and think, and just let me say again that I go all over the world, man. I know people that know all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
But I don't know nobody who has it as concentrated as you have.
Yes, sir.
Now, I got names. I go to the warehouse and get them.
Right.
You just come up and call them.
Yes, sir.
And so a lot of work goes into that. You see, you make it look easy.
Right.
But a lot of work goes into that. And
Yes,
I just
sir.
thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you. Because you have probably the most informed audience
Yes, sir. Right.
on the planet. And they know that stuff about, what a beautiful thing. No, it's hard work.
Yes,
Hard
sir.
work. Then you got to double check
Right.
and make sure the stuff that didn't come from the CIA.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Because they got to discredit you.
That's right. One of the things when you talk about, I think, information and breaking stories, one of the things that you shared with us the last time we had you on was about Operation High Jump. You were talking about Admiral Byrd and his trip to, of course, Antarctica. But I saw a recent article talking about just that in terms of what took place. Share that with us in terms of, again, what we've seen, because I think that is, of course, where we're getting ready to go on this planet right now.
Yeah, well, Admiral Byrd and them, they didn't go up to the North Pole. They went through the hole.
Through the hole, right.
They went through the hole, and I have the document. I'm sure you can pull it up.
Yes.
And they get to talking about these birds and the scenery.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's as cold as they say it is not. It's tropical,
Right.
as he describes it. And then all at once a funny thing happens. There's people living down there.
Right. That's right.
And all at once he went through the hole,
Yes.
and the place big enough for the plane to go through, and it's flying. Then all at once it stops.
Right.
Not scary stop.
Yes.
Stop. And all at once now, it slows down, and then it stopped. Not crash.
Right.
And then the Air Force folks with him jump out with their machine guns, and the guys said, "Hey, brother, put that away. That's not going to help you.
Right.
That's not going to help you."
Yes.
And then they sit down and talk, and they told him to come in to our headquarters.
Right.
Don't bring none of your friends with you.
That's right.
We're not going to hurt you.
Yes.
So they told him the exact day this country, this planet is going to go.
That's right.
And so, I mean, think about it.
And
There's some folks that shut their stuff down. And all at once now, you don't hear no comments
that's right.
about it.
Yes, sir.
And so, again, if one of those folks talked about it,
Right.
they would kill him.
Yes, sir.
So, again, I just say to you, and if I didn't know from my life how tired you get when people saying, they're going to try to kill you.
Yes.
Yep.
That's right.
And what are you doing to protect yourself? Well, let me see. What did Kennedy do to protect yourself?
Yeah, we just
Service.
we just now this week was the 50th year anniversary of Executive Order 1110 this past Wednesday the 4th.
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir. But please continue.
And so, Executive Order 1110 was created as a beautiful piece of artwork, a black car. And in the process of all the information, Kennedy had signed Executive Order 11110.
Right.
What was it about? Doing away with the Federal Reserve.
That's right.
Then all at once the traffic jammed, and I'm sitting here talking to you. We haven't moved in 20 minutes.
Yes, sir.
But they told him to go back. These are in the North Pole.
Right.
They go back and tell your generals. And that's when they gave him the message.
Right. Byrd, to Admiral Byrd.
Yeah.
Right.
To that. It's just like, what am I thinking about? The basketball player that went over
Oh, you're talking about Dennis Rodman when he went over
Dennis
to
Rodman.
North Korea.
Right. Dennis Rodman, they look at him as a buffoon.
Right.
But anytime you violate the United States government order and go to a country that's on the don't-go list, you have committed a felony.
That's right.
How come he wasn't put in jail when he got back?
Yes.
Because he was probably taking a message from the Pentagon.
That's right.
From the Pentagon.
Yes, sir.
And so, again, consequently,
right.
I hope, and for those of you that wanted to come out, just pray and meditate that the truth will come out.
Right. That's right.
That's us.
That's right. Yes, sir.
But a lot of women would rather go and hug some dude they don't know than sit around with real folks that got information and talking about the jungle.
That's right.
So again, all I can say is to you, I can't say it enough, man.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm out here in it.
Right. Thank you.
And when they told General Byrd, don't take this to your president.
Right.
President don't run nothing.
That's right.
Take this to your military people.
Yes, sir.
And tell them this is from us.
Right. Let me do this. Let me go to this clip talking about Executive Order 110. Then we're going to come back in and continue the conversation because I definitely had some other topics I wanted to get your definitely thoughts and comments. It's only about 2 minutes long.
Okay.
All right. Please hold.
Now, on June 4th, 1963, President John F. Kennedy signed Executive Order 11110, which authorized the U.S. Treasury to start printing a new form of the silver certificate called the United States Note. John F. Kennedy issued $4 billion worth of this new cash money free of debt, free of interest, and it was enough money to allow the nation to conduct its business without needing to involve the private Federal Reserve Bank. Only 5 months later, John F. Kennedy was shot by the crazed lone nut, Lee Harvey Oswald.
I didn't shoot anybody, sir. I haven't been told what I'm here for.
This is the basement floor of the Dallas City Hall. Has been shot.
And as soon as Kennedy was buried, the United States notes were pulled out of circulation and destroyed, except for samples in the hands of collectors. Now, when I first proposed this linkage between the monetary system and the assassination of our world leaders, I got an email saying, well, that's nonsense. How do you know it wasn't Cuba or the Russians or whatever else? And I'll be the first to admit there were overlapping agendas. There were a lot of people who wanted Kennedy dead for a lot of different reasons, but if there is no link to his U.S. notes, then why was John J. McCloy, former president of the World Bank, former president of the Chase Manhattan Bank, appointed to the Warren Commission? I don't care what kind of a man McCloy was. He is not a homicide investigator, and the Warren Commission was supposed to be investigating the assassination of the President of the United States. What is a bank president doing on the Warren Commission if there is no connection to the United States notes?
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Still there, Bob?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, sir. So please continue, as we just wanted to play that clip and add it into our public files as far as, again, Executive Order 11110, because, of course, it changed and altered the course of history in this country around assassinations. Thoughts and comments on that?
We take it a step further.
Yes, sir.
That was in 1963.
That's right.
Go 100 years back, Abraham Lincoln signed the executive order.
Yes,
do away with the
you're talking about again, dealing with
they didn't have the Federal Reserve. They had the, what they call that bank? The central bank.
Central bank, yes, sir.
And he got shot. And the interesting, they made everybody believe Kennedy was shot because of the civil rights movement.
Right.
And it made everybody believe Lincoln was shot because of the end of the Civil War. And
right.
It wasn't that. He was getting ready to
the money.
Strip the money.
That's right. Yes, sir.
So and so now it's all coming to a head.
That's right.
And the reason we hear so much, look, the biggest shock I had, I was going to bring that to you today. I figured a way to get it.